Stop it. Stop it, game. You're spoiling the commoner class. Alright. Let's knock out chapter 1. Should be short and easy, yeah? Now I can actually talk about some mechanics and things. Alright. So, first chapter forces you to explore. If you want, you can always go in a roster, check out your folks, skills, classes, advanced classes, notes. All that is down there is your master class. If you're not aware, that'll unlock as you level up. You don't have to do anything special for it. I'll worry about equipment and stuff later when the actual battle starts, but otherwise we'll explore. Yes. Thought I heard a girl's voice, but I must have been imagining things. Right. So, okay. So I have all the DLC, so I get DLC supplies, which is broken. So it gives you a bunch of stat items that I will be using. And the Cindered Shadows DLC pack gives you the Chalice, which is the most broken item in the game, probably. And 10,000 Renown, which will be very useful later. Gives you a nice boost on your Saint statues when they get unlocked. Let me see, when is that? Chapter 5. Nice. Okay, so let's start talking to people.
I trust you're eager to face the Black Eagles in battle. Enjoy the thrill of anticipation while it lasts. Soon you'll wish you had chosen to lead our house instead.
If you continue to insist on distracting me, I will have no choice but to get rid of you. Joking, of course.
Spooky.
Listen to that. Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though. You really think so? With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
Yeah, definitely not. I suppose I forgot to talk about Byleth as a unit. Byleth's alright. Byleth is kind of just middle of the road with everything. So 45 HP, 45 strength, 35 magic, 45 dex, 45 speed, 45 luck, 35 defense, 30 resistance, 45 charisma. So they kind of did that, so I guess theoretically you could do whatever you want. You can, and you basically can as far as physical damage classes are concerned. You can go Bow Knight, you can do Wyvern Rider, Wyvern Lord, you can do Falcon Knights, you can do Sword Masters, you can do War Masters, you can do all that stuff, and it all works pretty well. I just happen to be biased towards Falcon Knights because the first time I played Maddening they gave me PTSD, and I've had a lot of success with them. So the 45 strength, 45 dex, 45 speed, those are basically all what I would consider to be at the threshold for usefulness. Byleth is typically okay. I will be absolutely feeding her a bunch of stat items, because for Golden Deer you need, for Maddening in general, you kind of want that one unit that can always just man up on anything, no matter what it is, and for Golden Deer I usually make that Byleth.
I care nothing of friendship. If you have no business here, leave.
So I'll be distributing all those bonus stat items I got from the DLC after I finish this exploring section.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
Right.
Yes.
to do.
Let me know when you are hungry. I will make you a quality meal, as thanks for your service to His Highness. I have a request.
Make sure to always do every quest you find, at least early on. You need the renown for the statues, and they also give you items, and a lot of those items are useful.
Hello.
I heard about the upcoming mock battle. I want you to know, Professor, that I do not intend to lose. I hereby declare my intention to prevail at... Goodness, listen to me. The thrill of competition has carried me away. I won't speak so formally of a class assignment in the future.
Alright. Now we go to Claude for our main
Did
quest.
you hear the news, Teach? Looks like we're gonna have a good old mock battle between the houses. The Golden Deer House isn't exactly what you'd call an elite group just yet, so you may want to whip everyone into shape with some extra training. After all, competition is only fun if you win. To that end, I'd better prepare as well. You know, I was researching what it's like to live here long before I even enrolled. Want me to fill you in, Teach?
So all this is he basically just explains all the game mechanics. I'll kind of explain them as I go through, but brief summary, all this will tell you is like cooking, gardening, probably choir, fishing, things like that. I'll talk about their usefulness as we go through it. Bulletin boards and quests, that just explains what they do, which is basically what I said. You get renown, you get items. The bulletin board has all the quests and active quests listed on it. This is how many activities you can do per exploration. That number goes up as your professor level goes up. Professor level. It unlocks better items as you level it up. It'll unlock better battalions, classes, all that sort of stuff.
So, about the mock battle that's coming up, you don't mind me sitting it out, do you? As a fragile maiden, I'm useless in battle. I'll just cheer everyone on instead.
Right, yeah. I'm like, I don't remember exactly who all I use, but it's probably going to be you. You always want to make sure you explore the monastery. As I play this, you'll notice that I kind of check the same spots. Every month it generates item drops like that. It can be fishing bait, materials, seeds, all kinds of stuff, and it's usually useful in some way. So you want to always at least check the hot spots as you're running around. Right there is a hot spot where those two items respawn. Right here is a hot spot.
Hey, I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
She won't be able to beat me for long.
I was just heading back to my room. Bye!
Byleth does look like a frog.
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
That's fine, you can stay in the woodshed.
Well,
So
there's
Dane.
Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea's quite the beauty too. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or twice. You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers Academy. There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see. Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
That's the dining quest. Need to do that one. You need to talk to Linhart because speaking to him gives you an opportunity for getting some support points with him. You need to get support points with everyone you intend to recruit as much as possible and as free as possible. I always save because sometimes I do forget what the correct option is to get the point, and I will absolutely save scum the hell out of it.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my assignment. Yeah.
There's dog shit, Cyril.
I'm a little busy. I really can't right now. I got a lot of things to do. Work and stuff like that. Why don't you look at the flowers in the greenhouse instead? They're pretty.
That little kid is recruitable. I would literally only recruit him just to see his supports. His magic growth is 15, his strength is 20. He sucks. Enough said.
Anyway.
No.
Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed. My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Okay, I believe the only other person you can get some support points with on this day is Felix and Lorenz. Lorenz doesn't matter because I'm Golden Deer. But I will talk to everyone and we will find out, and I will write it down if I'm wrong. Gardening. So gardening you can abuse to get stat sticks, or stat items basically. I usually always use it to get speed carrots, which gives a character +1 to their speed permanently per use. You can absolutely save scum this. It's a little bit of a pain because the items you receive is generated the instant you plant. So when you're save scumming it, you need to make sure this is the last thing you do during an exploration day, and then save it and then end the day. So that way when you come back the next week, if you don't get what you want, you can reload and try again. It's a little annoying, but it absolutely works. I won't be bothering to do it early on because this seed won't... I don't believe this will give you any stat items, no matter how lucky you're feeling. And for the first couple chapters, you can't guarantee that you'll get the seeds you want to get speed carrots. So I'm not worried about it until... what chapter is it? I think it's chapter 5. In chapter 5, you unlock the merchant that sells you the seeds you want. But talk about that when we get to it. Yeah, as you'll see me kind of looking around like this, like I'm just kind of snapping around. That's because items can spawn here, they can spawn here, they can spawn all over this area.
Dear Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
She's so depressing. What I don't know is I don't know if the item spawns are randomized every month or if they're always the same every month. I haven't cared enough to figure that out yet. I really hope I never care enough to figure that out. I'll feel really bad if I actually sit there and grind that. Alright, this is the fishing quest.
Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself. Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have.
Forgot about that you get some support with Flame. Not that you need to worry about that. You'll find out why
Might
later.
you help me with a favor?
Yeah, I will go catch fish. So, fishing does two things. It gets you experience towards your professor level, and it gets you food for cooking, both of which are very useful. Because the whole goal of this is you want to level your professor level up as fast as possible. Because the higher it is, the more stuff you can do, and the more stuff you can do, the faster you can snowball your characters to be strong. So I will be exploring most of the time early on. And there comes a point, I believe it's chapter 8 or 9. Let me see. Chapter 9, you can start fishing, and you will get a crap load of XP for it. And then that way, when you do it like that, by the time you hit chapter 12, you'll be at max professor level. Super nice. So I will be collecting a lot of fishing bait, all the fishing bait I can find, and I won't use any of it until that point. And you'll see why when you see it happen. Oh, did I lie? There is a brief fishing thing in chapter 5. That's right, that's right. Typo in my little spreadsheet here. Allow me to correct it real quick. And I'll be verifying it as we go through the game. I have worked quite a bit on this little spreadsheet I got, but I always notice there's always something I've typoed or messed up somewhere. So, alright, fish. So I will be updating it as I go. This bait sucks, so it doesn't really matter. The only thing getting a perfect seems to do is all it does is increase the quality of fish you get, which doesn't really matter all that much, to be honest.
You have helped me so much.
Thanks. Dining hall. You will be very familiar with this place. This will be where I spend most of my activity points every month. Or every week I do this, rather.
Ugh, I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why
Keep
can't the
yanking on
dining
the
hall stay
table on my
open all the
headset.
time?
Apologize
I
if
need
you
to
hear
keep
that.
eating if I want to get stronger.
Yeah, he's the eating guy. Alright, who do I want? Could do the today's special, or I could do that. I honestly think I'm fine with Hilda and Lysithea getting it. Oh, nope. Yep, okay, let me write that down. Most of my notes are for the Blue Lions route, because that was where I really started to get into this, and I'm kind of translating it to this one. As far as what I'm doing individually or specifically.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away. Yummy! Who made this? I'll have to give my compliments to the chef.
As you can see, when you do activities, you get a little bit of XP. Yep.
Nice.
Not done exploring yet. Sorry, it's not happening. I can't remember if I get anything from Felix.
I'm busy. Do you want something?
You do. Let's
I
fight.
can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
Alright.
Greetings.
I can't remember if Petra gives me
Here at the
anything.
monastery, I have had many great learnings from many great people. I am hopeful to have learnings from you, too. As forever, I will do my best trying.
Nope.
Oh.
This way. See if there's anything in here. I don't think so. Nope.
Right.
There's usually nothing in here. I've never seen anything kind of like spawn in this little courtyard. Oh, whoa. I check anyway, but I usually have not seen anything there. There's usually always something here, though. And sometimes you get two things. Got some seeds for oh, that's nice, for something I don't care about, and some bait, so good. Anything here? Nope.
Indeed. Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right. You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you? Well, yes. It's a bit difficult to explain. Please just let me know if you do see him, okay?
So you can get some points for talking to Annette. I don't really care because I'm not recruiting her, so I won't write it down. But I'll try my best to remember that. I believe you get something for talking to Lysithea, too.
Hi, Professor. Have you gotten around to visiting the library yet? It's absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only wish I wasn't burdened with the necessity of sleep, so I could spend all my hours there. In a manner, yes. But it's more that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
I wish I was that dedicated to school. I'm glad that crap's over with.
Listen. Do you know the provenance of our class name? The eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, black eagles.
Thanks. I actually forgot about that. I forgot about that.
it's true that I'm the only commoner in the Black Eagle house. I knew that before the first day of class. Those people are simply exhausting.
Speaking of which,
Oh,
before I came to the Officers Academy, I attended a school of magic in the Kingdom Capital. That's where I met Annie. That's what I call Annette. Oh, I guess Lawrence was at the School of Magic too. But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though I was older. She's my best friend in the world.
Here's the story. The Blue Lion House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Lug, the king of lions, wore brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
I'm probably not gonna go ahead and read the library to y'all. I'm sure it's on the wiki somewhere if you'd like to look at it, but I don't think I'm the most exciting person to listen to when it comes to reading things.
Have you memorized everyone's names yet? I'm Ignatz, in case you forgot. I'm looking forward to learning from you.
Yeah, I'll never forget you.
Our house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor? Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All three of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
Yeah, there really isn't a whole lot to do on day one. There's not a whole lot of item drops lying around and stuff like that. But I still kind of do a quick gander. Just to make sure, you know.
As it were.
Go ahead and check here. Nothing. Alright, let's... I don't think I can...
Yes.
So, I'll go ahead and walk over here just to do it. At least I think I can unlock it now. The, noble bedrooms. I think there is something that... Oh, I guess I can't go up there yet. There is something that can spawn up there, but I've very rarely... Really? Okay. I've very rarely seen it, and so I honestly don't even check.
Wow.
It's not even really worth the time. Let's go
As it were.
check the teachers' rooms and things, because stuff can spawn up there.
Listen to this.
Professor!
I'm actually kind of curious. I think next time I play this, I'm going to write down everything I find in every month, and I'm going to see if it matches.
Hey, you!
I just need to know.
Of course.
Something could spawn there. I don't think I've ever seen anything spawn in here.
Do bear in mind that even as you are appraising your students, they are appraising you as well. I hope that you will do your best to form lasting bonds with your flock. Oh, and I look forward to witnessing your prowess in the mock battle.
Uh-huh. Anything here? No.
Really?
Nope. Something can spawn in here sometimes.
The church has changed a lot since my time. Sedith, Hanneman, Manuela, Yuritsa, and many of the knights. None of them were around 20 years ago. Have you met Leonie yet? Apparently, it was my influence that inspired her to leave her village. Sorry to burden you, but could you watch over her for me? She's the only apprentice I've ever had.
Sure.
I think. Apparently, there is to be a mock battle between the houses. Interesting, but I hope you understand that I have far more important things on my mind. My research is proceeding slower than I would like. Your crest is something of a challenge. Frustrating, yet also quite intriguing. I was wondering if I might get a sample of your flesh. A couple square inches would do. No? Perhaps some blood? A couple of drops on the device are all I need.
I never actually noticed until just now that he actually has like drawings of them on the board there. It's pretty neat.
A mock battle? This early? Wow, Professor. They're not giving you any time to settle in, are they? Well, no need to worry. If you get hurt, I am more than capable of healing you. You'll not even have a scar.
Oh, thanks.
Captain Gerald has hardly changed since 20 years ago. I've aged at least 3 times as much as he has. Why am I talking about this? Oh, right. It was because I just overheard Tomas remarking on the subject. The leader of a legendary group of knights returned. People are bound to be talking about the old captain.
I believe those rooms over there are empty. I believe the library should be empty right now too. Yep.
Professor, I hear you are lacking in knowledge of the Church of Seros. The library contains countless documents about the teaching and the history of the Church. I encourage you to make good use of them.
Yeah, it basically just has a history, like a brief summary or recent history of all the noble families. And some church commandments or things like that. But if I talk that much, I'll lose my voice, so I won't. Alright, I believe we're done for here. Alright, let's go. It's Ferdinand's birthday. I will not be buying him flowers. I'm not recruiting him, so I don't care about him. Alright. Just go ahead and do my unnecessary save like I always do, and rivalry for the houses. Mock battle. Let's go. Chapter 1.
Time for a mock battle, eh? How should we go about this? Well, you'll be our commander, that much is for sure. Just don't screw it up and everything will be great. Got it, Teach? Right, I'll do whatever I can to help too. I mean, I'm kind of obligated to. For example, if I add a little something to their food to upset their stomachs... Yeah, wink wink, I read you. You can't officially condone that sort of thing, right? But say, hypothetically speaking, students from the other houses started racing to the infirmary. As far as anyone knows, it could just be a harmless little stomach bug making the rounds.
Well, well, what a fascinating conversation you two are having. May we join?
Claude, I can't believe you would stoop to such crooked schemes to gain the advantage. Have you no honor?
If that was really my scheme, I wouldn't be talking about it out in the open. I'm afraid you'll have to wait until our battle to see what's really in store.
It's irrelevant anyhow. Whatever you have planned won't save you from a crushing defeat.
She has a point. Still, I'm rather eager to see what sort of schemes that mind of yours conjures up.
You heard him, Teach. We can't let these fine folks down. Are you serious, Teach? Well, if a crooked scheme is really what you're after, I've got more than a few of those up my sleeve.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
I'm sorry, professors. It's about time I returned to my training anyway. Claude, Edelgard, until we meet again on the battlefield, farewell.
I look forward to assessing your abilities. I hope you don't disappoint.
All it tells you about magic basically is, you know, limited uses, etc., etc. I don't care. Battle prep. Nothing important. Let's see. Don't need that, don't need that. I'll take that though. What I really need to know... Yeah, I'm not using evens. That's a joke, right? Fucking clown. We have 30 HP, a 7 defense. It's just bad Byleth, honestly. Alright, whatever. Anyway, so I'm gonna start with the stat items. So as you can see, Byleth has 13 strength, but 8 speed. Let's rectify that. If I can push the right buttons. Plus 3 speed, yes please. I will be saving this. I could give it to Claude now, but I don't need to. I would rather give that to either Ingrid, Petra, or Leonie. 7 HP. So I'm definitely going to give this to Byleth, for sure. One thing I haven't decided yet is I don't know if I can get away with making Byleth go Brigand, so yeah. I'll go ahead and just give her as well. I'm gonna save that. Who gets that is the question. I feel like I should just give that to Byleth too, honestly. Because I need somebody who can tank these hits. Let me look. How much? She now has 8 attack speed. So Ferdinand has 9. Hubert has 7. Ash has 10. 6. 10. 10. 7. 3. 7. 7. 5. So, right now, Byleth can tank everyone because she has high enough attack speed that she won't be doubled. So that's good. I would like to use Lysithea, but she's a mage and she'll have limited magic uses. So she'd only be able to attack with her magic 5 times. And that's not really worth it, I don't think. What I need are people with just constant streams of damage. So I'm going to take away her Graining Bow, Vulnerary, I'll give them back their stuff as they need it, but right now I'm not using them, so I don't care. You can take a Vulnerary. You can take the Training Bow. You can take the actual bow. Okay, I think this is good. Let's see. What is high resistance? Man. This might be a little tricky. But I believe as long as... I'm just pushing the wrong buttons. Let me just go ahead and do this. Just make Byleth really strong. Level 2. So 34 HP. About halfway to Mass Strength Commoner, which means she'll have over 40 HP when she gets it at some point during this fight, which is nuts. Alright. So I've got Marianne here, so that way if I need someone to tank Hubert, she can absolutely do... Well, can she? Should I even consider doing that? No, she'd get fucking wrecked. Okay, so Byleth can just tank everything then. That's fine. Let's do that.
So, this is the stage for the mock battle. The command's all yours, Teach.
Thanks.
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
Yep, so people who die in this chapter are lost permanently is basically what that means. Alright, so Byleth is very strong, but she will absolutely get wrecked if she gets attacked by 2 of them at once. So we'll go ahead and move her here.
Let's get to it.
Ready and
Just
willing.
go ahead and get everybody behind Byleth and start getting ready to retreat, because I highly suspect that
Who, me?
Ash and Hubert swooping in will make it difficult. As it usually
I
does.
will fight on the front lines. I can stop the enemy's advance with grace.
Do you have Lady Edelgard's permission to... I suppose I've no choice but to provide cover.
Thank you, Hubert. We are off to a terrible start.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Did you? Serenes? Keep our enemy occupied until then.
I'm on it.
Oh my. We'll try our best.
Alright, cool. Hubert moved that way. That's good. I believe Hubert can't hit me. Oh, right. He's got... Oh, no. He can't, right? There's no way. Oh, he can. Alright, whatever. It's fine. Go ahead and put you... I guess the real question is, what does Ash hit? Ash is the one that scares me, honestly. He will... That's high attack speed. He'll double everyone but Byleth right now. So I need to... I think Hubert's a 7, right. So if I put Leone here, do a bow. That's me. Alright. Claude, bow. Finish him. Okay, that's Ferdinand down.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Good
Another
level
step
up.
forward.
You want to always get either speed or strength, preferably both. But if you get at least one of them and then defense, you're kind of happy, honestly. Alright, let's see. So that... Marianne is probably going to have to heal Byleth, but we'll see. I might be able to just attack with all 5 of them and kill them both.
You are performing as expected, Professor. We will have to face you with our full might.
Ooh, I got lucky, boy. Go me. Alright, so... Alright, so we gotta go a little hard here. So, no messing around with Leone. So, Tempest Lance. Can you kill him? Absolutely not. Okay. So, Leone will survive Hubert, because she has 4 attack speed, he has 7. Byleth will survive a hit from Hubert because she dodged, so this will kill Ash.
That is that.
Oh, we're strong. I will curved shot Hubert for 15. And Hilda should be able to finish him. Yep. Well, that went well.
Sorry, did I hurt you?
Man, I'm gonna need to start having some water when I do this. I'm talking so much. Alright. So, strategy now is I need to lure these 2 out. So she's got 7 attack speed. Edelgard's got 5, but she has 22 damage. And she has a hand axe. Gotta watch out for the hand axe. Alright. What you don't want to do is don't go this way. If you go this way, it triggers the entire map to aggro you at once. So you need to go this way first. There's the Vulnerary. I want to save those heals. Don't know if I'll need them. Gotten pretty lucky so far. But you may notice if you played this game before that I'm very underleveled, and it's because Maddening, if you don't know, halves the amount of
We will use
XP
the
you
forest
get.
to ambush our enemy. Everyone, I am counting on your support.
If they're waiting...
Yeah, they're waiting in the forest, I know. Relax. So I'm gonna once again bait with Byleth. And I'm going to kind of try to pull them both in one at a time. Sometimes you get really unlucky here and you just kind of lose, but it's a short fight, so it's really not a big deal if it happens. Ooh, that's right, I didn't give Byleth a bow. I'll give her a bow next round. Give her Leonie's. Tempest Lance hits really hard right now, so Leonie will mostly be using that instead of her bow, so it's honestly alright on Byleth too.
It seems we're surrounded. At a time like this, our only option is to cut a path through.
Okay, so they're gonna start moving next round. Okay, so Edelgard hits for 22. Byleth has 8 protection, so I would survive it, but the problem is that the Edelgard follow-up would absolutely just wreck me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move here, back Claude up, back Leonie up, heal with Marianne. And this way Byleth will knock Dorothea down to 1 shot, and then that way we can just gang up on Edelgard. As you can see, I'm leaning on Byleth pretty heavily here. So alright, let's get Claude some XP. I think this will level him up.
My, the new professor seems very capable.
It's not luck, it's
Yep.
fate.
Come on, get some strength, boy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's a great level up. Let me go ahead and use a mono. And then we'll just gang bang Edelgard if she moves in. Alright, let's get her. Curved shots, that way he doesn't
Look at
get
that,
hit.
a real-life princess. I'll have to be careful not to scar that little face of yours.
Careful, Claude. I'll win no matter what, but you're only making things harder for yourself.
Losing hasn't even crossed your mind, has it? Ooh, this will be a bit of a shock then.
To shock was your intention to begin with, was it not?
Okay, so I'm gonna get Hilda some XP here. Ooh, did I get... That's strange. It's not the first time I've noticed something weird like that. I should not be able to... Oh wait, I've got the bow equipped. I'm stupid. Okay. You can see down there that the Iron Sword gives me +1 to my attack speed. I always forget bows are
There can be
heavier
no
than
victory
swords.
unless I defeat you. So be it.
Alright, so that's a max commoner, +5 HP. Now 39 HP at level 3, very good. Byleth can now tank everything early game. So I have an 80% chance to hit. It's probably fine. But without Divine Pulse, I don't want to risk it, so I'm just going to smash.
Forced to retreat. Well, things will only get tougher from here on out.
I love this song, by the way. It's great. Alright, we'll use our second heal.
Well done.
Got 3 left. And now we can safely move over here. Go ahead and Another one of those. Okay, so we got a bait in Dedu, then Dimitri, and then Mercedes. So let's see. This off your hands, thank you. I feel like Leonie needs the levels less than Hilda just because Hilda's attack speed is one less. And I feel like I guess getting Hilda really high damage earlier on is a lot more helpful because it's just nice being able to have like a guaranteed finisher from a smash, if that makes sense. So he hits for 22, 6 attack speed. It's quite high, but Byleth has 8 defense. So I will take some damage, but it's fine. What I need to worry about is this, but I'm good. And since I went over there and killed Edelgard and Dorothea, they'll pull one at a time, which I can take advantage of course. Lucky with that hit, that's alright. I think I want to get Byleth level 4. I'd like to hit level 5 on Byleth before chapter 2. So that's 1 damage, alright. Sure. And then we'll use Nosferatu. Claude hit you. How much damage Byleth does? Can do 11. So I'm getting down to 11 and happy. 6, 9. Okay, we're good. Being an engineer doesn't mean you're good or quick at math.
Apologies, Your Highness. I can go no further.
Yeah.
Each battle, a chance
4, come on, give me something. That's what I'm talking about. That's a banger. Because getting charisma early is good too. Because I'm going to be relying on those gambits in chapter 2 big time. Alright, 3rd hit.
Thank you.
I need to see where Mercedes hit is. It's right there. Dimitri is a beast, but because I've given Byleth those items from the DLC, she can just straight up fight him. If I didn't have that, I would probably have to use Raphael just because he would have enough HP to just tank everything. Since I've got the DLC, this is pretty easy to do. The DLC just made this game way easier. Honestly, I should probably just stop using it.
You're a tough opponent, but I refuse to yield. Do not fool yourself into believing I will hold back.
I'd like to get Claude close to 3. This is the nice thing about feeding one unit, as I've demonstrated. If you just feed one and they're strong enough, you're good.
You got a thing for Edelgard, right? Come on, fess up, you'll feel better.
Claude, please. This is no time for idle banter. Your defenses are wide open.
That didn't get to him, huh? What a shame. I'll find a better way to ruffle him up next time.
attacks.
I'm not done yet.
That's fine. I prefer seeing strength on him just because...
My training was insufficient. I am so sorry, everyone. The rest is up to you.
No, before I was interrupted. Strength on him's just nice, just because you know his strength gain's low, so you're not going to see it as often, so it makes me feel fuzzy. But it's unlikely, like I said, so oh well. I mean, I could have Leone tank this, I guess. Hell, Hilda can tank it. Really? I always remember Mercedes being stronger than that. Shows what I know. It's probably because Hilda's not using the axe. Okay, so I'm going to take out Mercedes next, and then I'm going to take out Hanneman, and then I'll pivot back over for Manuela. And then that'll be the fight. It's level 2. Get some speed. I know you want it. Barf.
Maybe
I knew I was getting lucky. Alright. That is a disgustingly bad level up. Outrageous. I'll be perfectly honest, if it was earlier in the fight, I would reset over that. Outrageously bad level up.
No, I'll celebrate later.
But it happens. It's okay. Happens more often than not in the first 5 levels anyway, so I've gotten pretty lucky with Violet and Claude. Alright, so I will curve shot him. I think I can just smash him with Hilda and kill him. Very close. If that's fine. It's for the cause. The chances.
My goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is, well, I was as good as useless.
I put in some work. Hey, you didn't compliment me like that when my class won last year.
Alright. Alright, Marianne is functionally out of the fight now, but that's okay.
I'll manage.
So at this point I want to save vulneraries, because I'm going to need as many as I can get, Chapter 2. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of get ready, take it a little slow. There, what do you got here? 7, 12. Oh god, that's nothing. What the fuck? Yeah, okay, she's not going to do anything to me. Hilda's going to just cream her. No, maybe not. Well, someone's going to. Leone it is. Thought Hilda could move further than that. Whoops! Thought she could move further than that, boys.
Well done. I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary.
Another one down.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is the Golden Deer House.
Great work, everyone. Even if it's just a mock battle, the taste of victory is sugary sweet.
Alright, that's Chapter 1 and the mock battle. Woohoo.
Great work, Teach. That was a brilliant win. Playing ignorant as to the quality of your command and deflecting the praise to your students. You really are a model professor, Teach. To be honest, I had a bunch of other schemes planned as well, just in case the situation called for it. But I didn't have to resort to any of them. I suppose our opponents lucked out.
Well met, Professor. The breadth of your skill was on full display today. I must admit that your tactics were masterful. I shudder to think what may have transpired had it been Claude leading us into battle.
I noticed that too. We just did what you told us, and we won! I love it!
As expected from a child of the former captain of the Knights. Thank you for today, Professor. I have much to consider. I never doubted that our professor would be amazing. It was way too obvious. Don't you agree, Marianne?
Me? Oh, yes, of course. Well done, Professor.
Captain Gerald taught his child well. It would have been more of a surprise had our professor proved lacking.
Don't you think it's a bit harsh to give Gerald all of the credit, Leonie? In any case, it's clear that we only won because of our new mentor's guidance.
A mercenary's wisdom and techniques are forged in battle. Those are the sorts of things you can only learn through experience. Right, Teach? But more importantly, it's time to celebrate our victory. Teach here has yet to try my well-renowned home cooking. I really do hope you'll join us. After all, I swiped some finely aged cheese from the dining hall for just this occasion.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Gerald trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students. I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
Those affiliated with Garreg-Mach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood? I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
I can sense something special within your heart. I have high hopes for you.
Bandits, they say. Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct? Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me. You ought to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of damn Serenes being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake, one you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Alright, and that was chapter 1. Oh, let's let this load. And then,
Part 1. White clouds. Harpstring moon. Familiar scenery.
I guess I'll probably start ending these on that save.
In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
Jeez. Can't wait until Nintendo releases a console that doesn't have 2-minute loading times. Just too used to my computer, I guess. New places to explore, thanks to the 2,000 gold. I will need it.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
More bandits. Not very original, Teach. Well, as long as you're with us, at least things won't be boring. In fact, it may take a turn for the interesting. And with that, I take my leave to make my final preparations.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery? Oh, I didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down, ever.
Alright. Got another birthday. It's Annette. I'm not recruiting Annette. I will say no. Okay. Events. Traveling to Abyss. That is the Cindered Shadows DLC. Alright. And that is Chapter 1 complete, and I will start Chapter 2 in the next video. Thanks for watching.